and a very warm welcome to you over the shipyards, the docks in the Pacific Northwest. It's Portland, Oregon, the site of this Week 8 matchup between the Portland Fleet and the visiting Mexico City Aztecs. Welcome into the shipyard. It's Chris Curtis and also Rochelle Colton making her SFL Big League debut in the booth as we are just about set up and ready to go for the 3-3 Aztecs coming in off a bye. Rochelle trying to come in and keep their playoff hopes alive against a Portland Fleet team seeking their first win.
Chris, happy to be here tonight. Looking forward to a great game.
Absolutely, it's going to be a good one. No doubt about that one. The second-ranked offense yardage-wise in the SFL, the Mexico City Aztecs, come in against the 8th-ranked yardage offense in the SFL with Portland. Portland has had some other issues that have contributed to an 0-6, but those they hope to remedy tonight, as it is the Hall of Famer Matt Wilson going up against O.J. Bruin in our quarterback matchup today. That is your high-flying through-the-air matchup, and then you have the matchup on the ground, Phoenix Jones and Ezekiel Love.
Portland's defense will need to tighten up tonight. They've been allowing a lot of yards on the ground. They allowed 274 rushing yards last week.
Yes, they did. That was to Robert Redford and the Vancouver Legion a week ago in an 8-point affair in Canada Field. But we're set to go. The coin toss is done, and it looks like it is going to be the Portland Fleet who get the ball first to start this game off. Cole Varner has the ball on the tee, and we are set up and ready for football in the Pacific Northwest. And the ball is in the air. Returnable from the end zone to the 10, 15, to the 20. Moving straight forward, then left at the 20, 25, 30. No way. Out to the 40, 45, 50. Nobody in front of him, and the kicker's not going to catch him. Your first play, your first kickoff of this game is a touchdown. Oh my, what a start for Leo Morris and the Portland Fleet.
I am in total shock here.
An unreal kickoff return, a couple of bumps, moving left. Mexico City converged on the center of the field. There's almost zero lane responsibility in special teams, and Leo Morris makes him pay.
Like they were all just grouped up in the middle of the field, and he just bounced out.
Yeah, that was
off to the races.
Quick little run is what that ended up being, and then nobody in front of him. Cole Varner couldn't catch him either. Some good speed from number 29 for Portland. Extra point coming up here pretty quick from JT Waters, and Portland has a good start, trying to get themselves into the win column for the first time this season, and that is a good time to get some points on the board.
The first play of the game, I mean, what else did you ask for?
Exactly. Great start. JT Waters will put it up and through in the extra point, and Portland has themselves a quick 7-0 advantage on the Season 9 SFL champion Mexico City Aztecs.
Might take a whole 13 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, you know what's funny is we had a exact situation happen last week when I was in the booth. The opening kickoff returned for a touchdown there as well.
Yeah, so, I remember that really well.
Yeah, you would, Rochelle. It's pretty funny. Left-footed Waters has his boot to football, and we are underway again. This will be Jeffrey Daggs on the return, and he is hit like a truck at the 21-yard line. They'll mark him at the 22. And that is where Mexico City will start this drive. And this is going to be the left-hander, Matt Wilson, Hall of Famer. He's going to be out on the field. The Mexico City offense led by him, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions a week ago in the OT, or sorry, 2 weeks ago in the OT win against Lone Star. Bunch formation to the left, one to the right as well for Matt. Play action, looking to throw it. Left side, that one's caught to the outside. First down and 10 is it's going to be a quick run over to Jason Bartley. That's their number 1 target on the outside.
Like Mexico started all these little short out routes, and let's figure out how to stop it.
5 wide receivers in the tandem for Mexico City. You saw Jason Bartley, Nick Lockett, Jacob McCall, TT Crystal, and Orain Darby. Your 5 options in the wide receivers. We'll go over tight ends here in a minute. 1 to the left, 3 to the right. That's Bartley again at the top of your screen. Looking to throw it out deep over the middle of the field, and it's going to be caught just past the midfield marker to the 45-yard line. perfectly done. And that gets, TT Crystal, we just talked about him. He's your second target of the day.
Looks like the linebackers need to step back into coverage a little bit more. The middle of the field's wide open here.
Middle of the field's open, but that also creates opportunities for the running backs led by Phoenix Jones. He's going to get the ball on first down, and he will bring it about 7 yards forward, 2nd and 3. Good work from Jones. He'll be with Ray Bentley as well in that tandem.
Yeah, and Portland's up in a 3-4 defense. They had plenty of people in the box, and Phoenix just ran right through them anyway.
Under center. Wilson, plenty on the defensive line. This looks like a run play. It smells like a run play, and it is a run play, but it'll be 3rd and inches after Phoenix Jones has stood up at the yellow marker. So they do have a 3rd down. This is where Portland excels. Just 42% of 3rd down conversions allowed. That's tops in the league on defense. So they're looking to get them into this spot, see how they perform.
Everybody in the box here, geez.
Left side, run for Phoenix, and they they got the first. Really? I didn't think Phoenix got there, but he looks like he put the shoulder forward, got the first down, and Portland fails to keep him bottled up, and they allow a first down.
I don't know about that one, but I guess it's too early for a challenge. That looks short to me.
Under center again, Wilson. 2 with him in the backfield. Phoenix Jones gets him. Nope, that's actually Ray Bentley who got the fullback carry. And he goes nowhere on this attempt, but the first time he's touched the ball today. Either way, 2nd and 10 coming up.
The Portland defense was ready for that run.
Three to the left, 1 to the right again for Matt Wilson. Play action here. Thrown over the middle of the field, and that one's going to hit the ground harmlessly. Wilson not able to find his target. 3rd and 10. They are on the precipice of field goal range for Cole Varner. But they definitely want to get a little bit closer if they want to put some points on the board here. But another, this time 3rd and long coming up here for the Portland defense.
That was a dangerous throw by Matt Wilson there. They have plenty of defenders just standing right there in the middle of the field.
They're going to go 5 wide here. Bartley at the top of the rotation or the formation, and Jacob McCall at the bottom of the formation in a 5 wide set. Wilson over the middle. That one is falling incomplete. Another chance for Portland to make a defensive play. This time they make good on it, and they're going to force a decision here from the Mexico City coaching staff, and it looks like we'll see Cole Varner out here for a long field goal attempt.
It's well within his range, I think, if the wind's blowing in the right direction.
Long field goal coming. Kick from the 34, so it'll be a 51-yarder. Varner, the long kick, has enough leg, and it is no good. Not going to happen. No points on the board for Mexico City as Cole Varner not able to knock it through, and the score will remain 7-0.
Was it short or to the left or right? I couldn't really tell.
Looks like it was off to one of the sides. I couldn't see where it had landed either from the camera angle we had up here, but either way, definitely not through the uprights. So no problem there. Now Portland with a 7-0 lead in tow. We see O.J. Bruin with Ezekiel Love, his main battery mate. He's going to get the ball on first down as Ezekiel Love breaks, just about broke a tackle, but ends up getting 7 yards instead. Good run on first down. Makes it a 2nd and 3.
Yeah, I'm feeling we're going to be seeing plenty of Ezekiel Love tonight. Portland likes to run the ball a lot with him. We're getting 7 yards on first down. Why not?
Exactly. 2 to the left, 1 to the right, 2 in the backfield for Bruin. Another handoff for Ezekiel Love. He'll take the edge. He has an angle on a couple of blocks. Gets taken down on the side, but he does get a first down as they move it past the midfield stripe, and Portland moving the ball on 2 plays.
He didn't even wait for his blockers. He just ran straight to the sideline.
Yeah, he did.
Ahead of all his blockers.
He absolutely did. Not sure exactly the reason for that, but either way. Now we have the Fleet in plus territory, not quite in field goal range yet. 2 to the right, 2 in the backfield. 7 in the box defensively for Mexico City. Left side through the A-gap anyway, and it's going to be a quick run forward. It's like a 3-yard run for O.J. Bruin. Makes it a 2nd and 7 coming up.
Not surprised by all the runs so far. This is strictly the Portland offense.
To the right. Chance for Bruin. Right side. That one's caught. First down and more. Out to the 30. Spin move attempted at the 30-yard line. Gets him to the 28-yard line. And a good pass off to the right. Quick little out as they find one of their wide receiving options, Gene Valentine. He's one of 4 options for Portland. Mike Savage, Benjamin Warner, and Israel Adams. Your other 3 going up the depth chart.
I'm not sure where the cornerbacks were on that play, because he was always wide open, just standing there all by himself on the sideline.
I don't think they saw an out route coming from him there, is my thought process. I don't think they, I think they maybe thought they had help behind him. Either way, didn't work. Mexico City with 7 in the box, though. Send 4, Bruin over the middle. That one is caught down to the 15-yard line. And don't look now, but all of a sudden, the Portland Fleet moving the ball as another one finds its target.
I think they ran the ball so much they weren't expecting a pass from Bruin that quickly, I guess.
2 at the bottom, 1 at the top. Israel Adams at the bottom of your formation. Handoff. Oh, that's going to be a nice handoff to Ezekiel Love. He'll get himself, they're going to say 7, looked like 8. But either way, good work from him. Portland, one of the rosters in the SFL that does not employ a fullback. They rely on Ezekiel Love for a majority, all of their ground game attacking needs.
And he found a huge hole there created by the offensive line.
Yes, he did. It's Israel Adams at the bottom of the screen. Chance through the middle for Ezekiel Love. First down and goal. Portland with a very methodical drive here. Now they have a 1st and goal and have a chance to go up 2 scores on Mexico City.
Thought they had him in the backfield there, but he just kept moving forward, kept pushing those legs.
Churning them the entire time. First and goal. Bruin. 1 at the bottom, 1 at the top of your screen. 1 in the backfield as well. 8 in the box defensively. Toss to the right. That is Ezekiel Love trying to push his way forward, and he did not get in. Got to the goal line. 2nd and goal coming up. That was very close.
Very close indeed. I thought he had it myself.
Just about there. Defensive line has 1 more pushback. Now on the right hash. See what they can come up with. Love to the outside again. Does he find the lane? No, he does not. Gets stopped at the 1. Actually loses a little bit of ground there as he's hit right at the goal line once more. 3rd and goal coming up. Decision time here for the Fleet. As they got to decide if they want to try the well again or if they try to go to the air on this 3rd down play.
And Demichi Darby said, "Not today, sir."
And off right side, they're going to try it one more time. Not going to happen.
Wow.
Losing ground again, and Ezekiel Love gets hit at the 1-yard line, and a chance for the Fleet to put up some points, but Mexico City coming up with a very nice defensive goal line stand.
Great play there by number 42, Ronnie Watson, the outside linebacker. He hit him hard, knocked him backwards.
Great read. He was clearly the one responsible for Ezekiel Love on that play, and knocks him down before he can get to the plane. JT Waters, left-footed kicker. He has a chip shot to work with here. 17-yard attempt. Kick is up, and it is good. So a 3-point drive follows up the kickoff return and makes it a 10-point lead for Portland. They have a 2-possession lead in the 1st quarter against Mexico City. You want to talk about a team that wants to get the monkey off their back. This is a team that's playing like it.
If I was Portland, I'd be very happy with the 10-0 lead right now in the 1st quarter.
Last time this man returned kicks, talking about Jeffrey Daggs, it was the season 15 quarterfinal, and he returned one for a touchdown. He'd like to do that again here as this is his second attempt of the day. He's going to spin through a tackle and get to the 27, 28-yard line, and he will be stopped there on this occasion. But a good return for the kick returning Jeffrey Daggs.
Yeah, we got decent field position here on the 29, so see if Matt Wilson can settle in and march down the field here.
Yeah, he's having an issue getting his targets in tow, or in the earlier drive. Let's see what he can do in the gun. He gets Phoenix Jones to his right. Thrown there. It's Jones breaking through a tackle, and he will get a couple of yards, make it 3. Or they'll say 4. So 2nd and 6 coming up. But Phoenix Jones, one of those, and you saw it a couple weeks ago in their win against the Lone Star Glory. He is one that is a scrappy back. He's going to break through tackles that you don't really expect him to. But every time he gets tackled, he still lurches forward and gets every bit of yardage he can.
He's one of Matt Wilson's favorite receivers also, so.
Yeah, that's a pretty good tout as well. This will be to the outside, stepping out of bounds on this occasion. It looked like it was a throw off to the left. And the backup couldn't quite get it done to keep it in bounds, but it will be at least a caught ball. Make it a 3rd down coming up, and you see Portland's crowd getting loud, the Shipyard. As loud as they've been all night, trying to will their team to a stop. Wilson throws over the top. That one's caught down the sideline, 50 to the 45 to the 43-yard line. What a grab and what a throw from Matt Wilson. That's a timing play for Jacob McCall.
That was a great throw by Matt Wilson, and McCall got up in the air and went and got it.
Perfectly done.
We had one man to beat, but number 44 made the stop anyway.
Yep, that was a great play to keep the ball over the top and making sure that the only one who had a chance to catch it was McCall on the cross. Looks like a run play. Smells like a run play.
Portland thinks it's a run play.
And it is a run play. That one's going to be an 8-yard run through the middle on the tight formation for Ray Bentley. So he's got his first positive yardage of the night.
One with the stop was outside linebacker number 41, Gary Clem.
2nd and 3.
I see run again.
Very well could be. Maybe they give it to Jones here in the close yardage situation. Yes, they do. Through the middle. He's got the first down and more. Broken tackle and a lot of green. 10-5 to the house. That is a Phoenix Jones touchdown. Mexico City's on the board.
Phoenix Jones just created his own lane there and just kept running through the tackles.
Nicely done from him, the ultimate opportunist. As far as that goes, Portland's defensive line opened up the tight offensive set. Mexico City, one of the better teams in the league at executing that tight offensive set for a run, and they make it count here by getting Phoenix Jones into the end zone and by tightening up this game to a 10, possibly 7 scoreline.
Yeah, Portland's got to find a way to stop Phoenix Jones, or we may see this happen over and over again tonight.
Yeah, Portland has been one that's given up a decent number of rushing yards, especially on 1st and 2nd down. That's been their main bug so far. That's up and through from Cole Varner. And the Aztecs cut the lead to 3 in the Shipyard. So now it is going to be a chance for a possible second kickoff return, as we have ourselves one already.
And we knew that can happen.
It very well could. Kick is away. It's going to be returnable from 5 yards deep in the end zone. And this time he's taken down and about the 22, and that's where O.J. Bruin and company will start this next drive. They brought it all the way down the field. Real nice drive a little while ago. Couldn't quite knock it in. It was that was a 10-play, 58-yard drive that ended in a 17-yard field goal from the Fleet. We'll see if they can answer that with maybe getting it into the end zone this time.
Last time they had a little bit better field position to start off. Let's see what they do here.
Yep, quite a bit. This will be over the middle. That one's caught. Quick ball over the middle, 7-yard completion.
Also nice first down play, pick up, 8 8 yards. Make it second and very, very manageable.
Yeah, Benjamin Warner's first reception of the day goes for 8 yards. And O.J. Bruin that's one of his favorite targets, talking about Warner. Israel Adams is also one of his favorites, but he hasn't found him as of yet. 2 to the left. Handoff, Love, through the middle, broken tackle, and he's going to get all the way down to the 37-yard line. They'll say 36 officially, 1st and 10 either way, and Portland moves the sticks.
Nice first drive there. Got the first down.
And that is going to bring us to the end of the first quarter of play. A 10-7 affair. Portland looking for their first win over Mexico City. So far, they've got a 3-point lead to show for it at the end of the first frame.
Right now, O.J. Bruin's 3 for 3.
Good start for him. He's also been able to lean on Ezekiel Love for the majority of their yardage. He'll hand it off through the middle. That's the backup fullback who gets the ball this time. He'll get it forward for 3 and make it a 2nd and 7 coming up. Good start for the Fleet. Trying to keep it going against the Mexico City team that can hurry up and get hot in a hurry as far as offensively goes. Portland's moved their defensive line a little bit to the left. Bruin to throw over the middle. That one is caught first down and more, just shy of midfield. And a hard hit to boot is going to find them a new set of downs regardless. Great ball over the middle.
O.J. Bruin was on the money, hit his target right in stride.
And that was Israel Adams' first catch of the day. Goes for 12, and it'll get the ball to the 49-yard line. Handoff, Love trying to work the outside. Works it between the tackles. Breaks a tackle and gets all the way down inside of Mexico City territory. An 8-yard run to the 43-yard line. Good start for him.
See Portland sticking with their run game. They'll live or die by it, I guess.
Hey, if it's working.
I know.
One at the bottom, one at the top of your screen. Toss to the left. This is going to be a chance for him to break a tackle. Ezekiel Love got close. He couldn't quite break the last barrier between him and likely the end zone. Good work. Either way, 1st down and 10 for Portland as they continue to move the ball on the ground.
Yeah, outside linebacker Brody Gulch had touchdown saving tackle, I feel there.
Good work from Ezekiel Love. He's over the half-century mark, 58 yards on 11 attempts so far unofficially. Looking to throw it. Bruin, plenty of time in the pocket, throws over the middle, and that is going to be an incomplete pass. Dropped the ball. It was close. Nothing doing as the backup couldn't quite bring it in.
I think that big hit by number 42 had a little bit to do with that drop ball.
Yeah, quite a bit, I would say. Good work. Good work. That was Ronnie Watson. We've called his name a couple of times tonight on the come in and hit.
Let's go.
2nd and long.
Whenever you throw over the middle, the receiver's expecting to get hit hard.
I formation for O.J. Bruin and company. 7 in the box defensively. This will be a run through the middle for Love, but he stopped at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long coming up against Mexico City, or against Portland here. See if they can do it. If you're new to the SFL, Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy. Bruin goes to the outside and has a ball to the right side that is caught by Israel Adams. Benjamin Warner, apologies, but he couldn't quite get to the 1st down stick, so it'll be 4th and inches and decision time here for the Fleet.
Yeah, the receiver just got right behind the cornerback there. Cornerback tried to go for the pass deflection and missed.
Between the corner and the safety. Good ball to find, and now the offense still out on the field for Portland. I kind of want to see them snap this. I've had issues in short yardage run situations. See if they can do it. 7 in the box defensively for Mexico City. It would be, okay, so it ends up being a field goal attempt instead after they tried to bring the Aztecs offside. Didn't work in that case. 4th and inches turns into a 41-yard field goal attempt for JT Waters.
And Mexico City's defense showed great restraint there and didn't jump off sides.
Yep. Really good discipline by a majority of the time veteran defensive staff on Mexico City, and now they have a chance to hold them to 3 points and keep this a 1-possession game, which is important. Middle of the hash marks, left-footed JT Waters about to boot it up. He has a 17-yard field goal already in this game. It's 3 for 3 a week ago with 43 being his long. This one is up, and it is through. No issue there. So 42 yards officially on this bomb, and the Portland Fleet add 3 more.
I want to see if that missed field goal by Mexico City comes back to haunt them later on.
Yeah, the one from Cole Varn earlier. That's a fair point. It was a long one. I think it was 51 or 52 yards, but Cole Varn is usually money on those. In this case, though, not so much, but Portland does add on 3, and they take a 13-7 lead over Mexico City. This will be returned by Dags at about the 2. Through the middle, taken down at about the 25 and dropped there. And that is where Wilson, who's now moving right to left across your screen, will come out and try to work the offense. Mexico City's had flashes of brilliance on offense. They had the touchdown on the last drive because of Phoenix Jones in that offensive line, to see what they can do on this drive going forward. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 1 in the gun with him. That's Phoenix Jones. Wilson to throw. Over the middle of the field. That one's caught. Found the inseam at the 40. That was the 43-yard line. What a bomb over the middle of the field. Gets them a first down and more. Talking about Darby, the wide receiver.
Portland's defense was more of a 3-2 zone, and receivers got in between the linebackers and the secondary.
18-yard completion for Darby. And the Mexico City Aztecs are working on or just shy of midfield. Partly at the bottom of your formation there, through the middle. And I believe it's Phoenix Jones who has the football, 7 yards, actually 6 yards through the middle. And it dropped him at the midfield line. Good stuff for him, and a 2nd and 3 coming up.
Basically, Phoenix Jones made something out of nothing there because he was pretty much stopped and just kept moving forward.
Bunch right. 1 at the bottom of the formation as well. Phoenix Jones in the backfield. Wilson to throw. Right side. Caught. And first down and a couple more as they do pass midfield into Portland territory. That's the tight end Mike Dags. We have a tight end sighting for the first time in this game from the Aztecs.
I was Mexico City, they just keep dunking the ball up to the out route. They're not covering it very well by the defense at all. That sideline's wide open.
First catch of the game for Mike Dags, nets him 6 yards. See if they can add more to it on this drive. Offset eye for Wilson. Handoff. That is to Ray Bentley. He'll get himself a couple of yards. Make it this, say, 2. So it's 2nd and 8 coming up here at the 41-yard line.
And Mexico State continues to show us their balanced offense using all their weapons, their tight ends, their running backs, their fullbacks, and their receivers. So
doing the backfield for Wilson. Tight offensive set, tight defensive set as well, but Wilson will throw. This one is caught, but not for very much. They will give him a couple of yards. Get it to 3rd and 5. Mike Dags, another catch for him. 2nd on this drive and 2nd of the football game.
like the defense was actually ready for the out route that time.
Three to the left, 1 to the right. Wilson's in the gun by himself. Mexico City, Portland giving the quarter look. Wilson over the middle. That one's tipped and incomplete. I think that hit a Fleet player on the way to the ground. Nothing doing. And a 4th down coming, and I don't They're in a long field goal scenario again. Wondering if they trot Cole Varner out there or if they try to punt it. Nope, they will punt. Okay. That answers that question. They're going to try to pin the Fleet back deep in their own end. Yeah, it would have been from the 39, so that would have been a ridiculously long field goal. So indeed, the punt coming. Kick to the left. Looking for a fortuitous bounce or a return. As Leo Morris gets a little bit aggressive there. Grabs the football and gets it back to about the 14-yard line. Have you checked out video content produced by our community lately? Catch the Sim Pod every week, SFL Crunch Time, and Road to Glory every Wednesday night. SFL Nights with AJ Straker premieres Thursday nights. Say It With Your Chest airs Fridays, and Netmo can be seen all week long at 6 p.m. Eastern every week. The live show schedule can be accessed through our Discord server at the top of the channel listing. Just look for the events tab. Offset I formation for Portland as they start this next drive. Ezekiel Love going to try to work the outside, but the Aztecs get great penetration. And Dexter Jackson comes up and lays the wood to him. 2nd and 13 after a 3-yard loss.
Great play by the defense there.
And that puts the Fleet in a rough spot from their own 11-yard line, about 11.5-yard line. Handoff Love. Going to try it one more time. Spin pass 1. He's going to try spin pass 2. Broken tackles. And he gets all the way back to the 23-yard line. And it's a 3rd and 3 coming up. What a run. And a second effort by Ezekiel Love.
Like a one-man wrecking ball through the defenders there.
2 spin moves and open field in front of him. As we play in the second quarter. 3 in the backfield for Portland. Through the middle. Ezekiel Love tries to bunch it to the outside, but he does get enough for the first. And Portland continues to move the ball. Remember that the Aztecs will get the ball to start the second half, as we have about 4 minutes left in this first half. Bruin with a new set of downs. 2 to the bottom of your screen, 1 at the top. Quick drop, thrown over the middle of the field. Pick? No, not nearly. Or not, that was very nearly picked off. Anderson had a hand on it as well as another Aztec defender. But either way, it becomes 2nd and 10. And as that one will hit the ground harmlessly.
Yep, Sharks tipped that ball. I thought the other defender was going to pick it up and run it back for a touchdown because they'd been wide open going forward.
Might have been a little bit too much deliberate action on the throw from Bruin. Tighter offensive set, defensive line moving around, see if they send... Oh, that's a free play. Bruin can throw it here. No penalty coming, but the penalty is going to be accepted as Mexico City does make the hit. And it will go for naught as Tritz will knock him down, and they'll get 5 yards.
What a wasted sack there.
Yep, exactly. Penetration was good, but they got a little bit of a head start. And that will reset things as they bring that'll make it 2nd and 5, I believe.
That was Angela Meerkat with the offsides there.
Good eye there, not quite able to get that done. 2nd and 5 coming up here for Portland. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Mexico City looks like they're sending some extra help. A run blitz didn't matter. Spin move past 1, and he'll get the first down. Talking about Ezekiel Love. Found the hole in the blitzing defenders and got the first down.
I don't know how he found the hole there. The 3 linebackers came up to block all the holes, and he still found his way through it.
Got to be quicker than that, I guess. That's about the only thing I can say to that. 1st and 10. Two to the left, 1 to the right. Left side. Spin past 1, but doesn't spin past the meat of the defensive line. What a hit. As the Fleet not able to get very far on that. 2nd and 10 coming up.
A big hit by Dan Tritz. They came out in a 3-3 defense that time, and they stopped the run.
Which is different because they ran blitz. They did a run blitz a couple plays before that and couldn't really get very far in stopping him. Interesting scenario. Love will try the outside this time. And again, I think it's Tritz one more time. Not quite. Either way, a big hit laid. And another 3rd and long coming up here.
That was Skylar Kinsley on the stop, and then they were in the 3-3 defense again. That seems to be working for the run game.
Yeah, the defensive unit standing up for Mexico City here, creating a 3rd and long scenario, which Portland does not do well in. 3 to the right, 1 to the left for Portland. Bruin to throw it in the pocket. Throws short. Going to try to have his receiver do some work here. He'll just cut the deficit in half. Make it 4th and 5, and it looks like a punt upcoming here for Portland.
Not really the offensive play you wanted to call there. He needed the 10 yards, not the 5.
And that brings us to the 2-minute warning as well. So that will be a 13-7 lead it remains for Portland over Mexico City as we get to the last 120 seconds of the first half. See what they can do. Punt upcoming. Mexico City's going to get the ball back with a chance to take the lead before the first half is done.
Ooh, they almost blocked it.
They got close. Darn close. They're going to have a decent hang time on this punt. Dags back deep to return it. Doesn't get very far. Now to about the 30, or about the 25, sorry.
That was an excellent punt there.
Yeah, the nice long one. Very nice long one. Doesn't give them very much to work with as far as field position.
There's a 1-yard return there.
Yeah, not much. The thing is with the field position is Matt Wilson can shorten the field just about in any scenario, including this one. Has a full 2 minutes and all 3 timeouts to work with. Actually, yeah, all 3 timeouts to work with for them. 3 to the bottom of your screen, 1 to the top. Wilson to throw it. Over the deep middle of the field. That one's picked off. Oh, what a grab. The leaping grab is going to bring it all the way back to the 27-yard line. Wilson's first interception of the day, and it goes over the middle to Bob Funk.
That was a very dangerous throw. He just went up and got it. He climbed the ladder.
Nice ball over the middle that Bob Funk read the entire way. And now we have a first and 10 scenario for Portland as they have great field position to try to extend this lead.
And lots of time.
Yes, they do. Still 2 timeouts to work with as well. 2 to the right. 2 in the backfield. Handoff through the middle. Fullback will bring it up for a 5-yard gainer. Some good work from the Portland big man to bring it to a manageable 2nd down. Clock continues to go.
And Portland keeps pounding the rock.
Two to the left, 1 to the right for Bruin. 2 in the backfield as well. 6 in the box defensively for Mexico City. Handoff. Ezekiel Love trying to find a hole. Breaks through 1 tackle. Can't break through 3. And he'll get taken down after a 2-yard gain. 3rd and 3 coming up. They're going to try to run the no huddle here. Same formation.
Same play again.
It's very possible. Nope, they're going to run something different. Right side. That one's caught. Tiptoe and a first down. And he'll get a new set of downs. And he also goes out of bounds, does Israel Adams, to stop the clock.
I was surprised by that play myself. I thought another run play up the middle. They caught me off guard there, too.
That'll work. That will work. That gets them a new set of downs, and now they can work with a huddle play here. See if they can make something work. Far right of your screen is the end zone. We're at the 18-yard line. In the red zone for the 2nd time today is Portland. Looking to throw it. Over the top. End zone! No, incomplete. That one hit the defender's hands. That was Menefield with the attempted grab and couldn't quite bring it in. It'll be 2nd down.
That would have been a nice pick in the end zone there. Couldn't hold on to the ball there.
Nothing doing. Nothing doing on that particular play. Very close, though.
Very dangerous throw.
Mike Savage, your intended target. And now a 2nd and long coming up here, but it does stop the clock, so it lets them try to draw up something.
They still have plenty of time.
They do. They do. Israel Adams at the top of your screen. Handoff. Love to the outside. Has the angle. Has the end zone. To the house. Ezekiel Love touchdown again. And they do extend the lead by another touchdown. Make it potentially a 20-7 advantage.
Great block there by number 33 on Portland. And after that, it was just off to the races for Ezekiel Love.
Yeah, that was a fair, about as easy as it gets, untouched from the line of scrimmage to the end zone for Ezekiel Love. Can't ask for much better than that. And now it'll be JT Waters looking to put up the extra point. Good work. Left-footed Waters going to try to add one more, make it a 20-7 score line in this second quarter. And they do make it count off of the Matt Wilson interception, the full complement of points available. And they will make it a 2-possession game once more. But now you give the ball back to Jeffrey Daggs, who is dangerous in his own right. And Mexico City still has a little bit of time to work with and all 3 timeouts.
If anyone can do it, it's Matt Wilson in a hurry-up offense.
Got to have a short memory, which he does, so that's not an issue, at least in most cases. This will be gone and returnable. About 2 yards into the field of play. Moves left. Trying to break a tackle. He's going to get taken down by 2 Fleet members, and he'll get at least back to the 30-yard line, so a good return for Jeffrey Daggs. And now we have Matt Wilson back out. Just over 40 seconds left in this second quarter.
Didn't see a hurry-up out of Mexico City here.
I think it's very possible, especially if they get a decent chunk of yardage in the middle of the field. We should probably see that.
Lined up to run the ball.
They are lined up to run it. They've passed it out of this formation a couple of times, though. And they will do again here. Outside. That one's caught. And trying to break the tackle, but they do get out of bounds. That's important. As Bob Funk comes up to make the hit, Mike Daggs, smart enough to put his body out of bounds in the white chalk to at least stop the clock, and it'll be 2nd and 1.
Another tight end sighting there.
Yeah, he's had a few at this point in this football game. Not a big chunk of yards from Mike Daggs, but he is making the catches count. 17 yards on 3 catches so far, but he's caught all 3 of his targets.
Well, the veteran tight end knows where he is on the field and knows he has to get out of bounds with only 38 seconds left in the game.
Hyper awareness.
Sorry.
You're fine. This is Phoenix Jones trying to break a tackle and does. Gets the first down, but can't get out of bounds. Mexico City forced to take their first timeout at the end of this first half. 33 seconds to go in this first half. Still plenty of time as they approach midfield.
I give it 2 timeouts. This is very doable here.
See what they can do with it.
Eventually, they'll have to throw a long pass here, though. I think it may be right now.
It may be. They may take a shot here, 4 wide. Wilson, 4-step drop, throw, right side. That one's caught, but it's not for very much, and they'll have to run no huddle from here. Same formation. Everybody on the correct side of the line, and Wilson will snap it. This one, moving up in the pocket. He goes on the run. That one's caught just shy of the 50 to the 48-yard line.
Surprised by these short passes in the middle of the field.
Short passes seem to be what they're looking for at the moment. Another quick 4-step. That one's caught, trying to turn the corner. First down and out of bounds. That's a nice fight to get to the sideline. As they do stop the clock again, but there's not much time left on it as they're inside single digits.
Making a Hail Mary here.
3 seconds. Yep, they have enough distance on Wilson's arm to get it to the end zone from here, so that may be what we see.
This is always exciting.
Always fun. 4 to the right. Yep, they are going to try it. See if they can get it off. That's the biggest thing. Looking to throw it. Plenty of time. Looking for them to get downfield, but not going to be enough time. As Wilson's brought down, can't get the ball away. And we get into the halftime locker room with it still remaining a 20-7 advantage.
And that was Bernard Patterson with the sack.
That is indeed. And the Aztecs, failure to launch, essentially, that gets us into the second quarter. And a pretty quick halftime break gets us into the third quarter right away. It's 20-7, Mexico City down to the Portland Fleet, who are looking for their first win. Mexico City trying to get over 500 after coming off a bye week.
Portland be up by 13 at halftime.
Yeah, it's not many people did, I'm sure. But they're also at home, and I know Portland Faithful had them in this spot. This will be returnable from Daggs to about the 26-yard line, and we start the third quarter with Matt Wilson on the field as he's going to try to make up for a bit of a lackluster first half.
It seems like Portland's holding Daggs to its minimal kick returns there, so
Yeah, he's gotten to the 30 once, but nothing extravagant from him so far. See if that changes. Tight offensive set on the right, 2 to the left for Matt Wilson. Quick throw over the middle. There's going to be a quick crossing pattern, and it is caught. Looks like Bartley came across from the left side to the right to bring that one in. It indeed was him. It'll be a 2nd and 2 coming up.
That's a nice little first down pass there over the middle. In the coverage, but good pass nonetheless.
Quick strike offense for Mexico City is what they want. If at all possible, 2 to the right. Tight end off to the left here. Jones is your lone back. They'll toss it to him, trying to work the weak side, and it's not going to work. He's taken down behind the line, loses a couple yards, and it's 3rd and 4 coming up here. Now this is Portland's bread and butter. They have a decent 3rd down opportunity to get a stop here. Again, just entering the game, they just give up 42% of 3rd down conversions. See if they can stop Mexico City on this play. Under center, Wilson looks to throw over the top. That one's caught down the left sideline to the 40 and doesn't quite get past the last defender, but to the 36-yard line they go. That is perfectly drawn up. We've seen that play twice tonight, this time for Mike Daggs.
And Mike Daggs just got behind the defenders very slightly, and was a perfect throw by Matt Wilson. And number 44 made the touchdown saving tackle there.
Yeah, he's made that same tackle a couple times tonight. Bob Funk. He also has an interception in this game. That's a 37-yard strike to Mike Daggs, or 33-yard strike, apologies. That gets them into plus territory. 3 to the right, 1 to the left for Mexico City, and Wilson's in the gun by himself. See where they send these routes here. Oh, right side. That one's caught, and that's over the middle of the field, actually, as that one was a right option receiver. Great ball to Jacob McCall, and he's inside the red zone.
There's a quick offensive attack by Matt Wilson here. He's just moving the ball down the field in huge chunks.
Down to about the 13-yard line as McCall has his 2nd catch of the day. 46 through the air for him on the receiving end. He's caught both of his targets. Offset eye again. Phoenix Jones, your deep back. Ray Bentley is there as well. He'll get the ball on 1st down and get it up inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Make it a 2nd and 7 coming up.
Wilson just has so many offensive targets. I mean, it's amazing. He uses all of his offensive weapons very well.
See what they can do in a 2nd and 7 scenario. Trying to get themselves back to within a score. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Looking to throw it over the middle. That one is incomplete, but there is a marker down. I want to see where this is. It's in the area of holding, it looks like.
Is interference?
No, DPI. Defensive pass interference is going to set up the Aztecs half the distance, or at the 1-yard line, actually, because that was labeled for the end zone. So that puts the Fleet in a real bad spot, and the Aztecs knocking on the door.
That was a gift.
Yes, it was. That was absolutely a gift. Yellow flag goes flying, and the laundry creates a bad scenario for the Fleet.
1st and goal. Wow.
The 1.5-yard line is where they're at. Wilson's in the gun. They wouldn't pass it from here, would they? They would.
Well, they
outside.
will.
That one's caught, turn, and touchdown. Perfectly done for the Aztecs as they get themselves on the board again. How about that? From
Bill Henry's first catch. And
it is
the touchdown.
First catch, a 2nd catch of the day. First catch for a touchdown. He's got 4 yards on the day and 6 points.
Not a bad day at the office.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Good work from him, and that'll get the Aztecs to a point where they can get it to a 1-possession game. It's already a 1-possession game, and Cole Varner can make it a 6-point affair. Now Mexico City needs a stop. Extra point about to get up and on its way. Varner puts it up and puts it through with 0 issue. So that makes it a 20-14 affair. And Portland going to get the ball back. But Mexico City, they needed this drive coming out of the first half, or out of the halftime locker room. And they got exactly what they needed. Now they give the ball back to Portland. Their defense needs to step up a little bit and stop Portland from marching it down the field.
Maybe they need to stop Ezekiel Love. There's should be their target there.
Ball is gone in deep. Leo Morris returns it from 2 yards into the field of play, and he's going to get hit right at the 20. They'll mark him actually at the 22 officially, and that is where the Fleet will start this next drive. We're at the Shipyard. Chris Curtis, Rochelle Colston with you, Cameron Irvine on the buttons. Aaron Gooden is one of your statisticians, and this is, I'm missing the name of the other one, but I'll get him in a little bit. Either way, statisticians, huge help to us in the live broadcast booth, making us seem way smarter than we actually are. 2 to the left, 2 to the right for the Fleet. Bruin has Love with him in the gun. Over the middle of the field. That one's caught. If he had stayed on his feet, he might still be running, but he got caught at the 45-yard line. That's perfectly done for Nelson Lozano Jr., his first catch. No, actually, Gene Valentine, apologies.
He just ran that crossing route and was in the middle of the field all by himself behind the defenders.
Yeah, and then talking about Nelson Lozano, we haven't actually seen him get touted with a target so far in this game. But Gene Valentine has had a few of them. He's got 2 receptions on 2 targets. 34 through the air for him. Offset eye. Handoff. Ezekiel Love. Trying to break a tackle and does. Trying to break 2 when he's not going to do that. Gets himself a couple yards into it, and he gets knocked down after a 2-yard gain.
And Mexico City was looking for a run there. They had the box stacked heavily and got to him in time that time.
Chance for the Fleet. Get themselves back to a 2-possession lead if they can do it. 7 in the box defensively. And they're going to give it to the fullback, and the Aztecs saw that coming. Defense gets to the runner, knocks him down, and again, it's Ronnie Watson who comes up to make the stop.
Yeah, the linebacker stepped into the box there and came up with a big stop. And they can do it again on 3rd and 7.
Another 3rd and long. 2 to the left, 1 to the right in the offset eye. Bruin to throw. Right side toward the sideline. It's caught, but he can't get enough for the first as he falls out of bounds. Not enough to keep it going. It is a good opportunity for Israel Adams, but he couldn't convert. And it is a punt upcoming for Portland, and Mexico City gets what they need, and that's a stop just after a touchdown.
Yeah, Mexico City answers, though. They can make 4 points on the board.
They're 1 touchdown away from taking the lead in this football game after being down all of it to this point. And nearly blocked on the punt as well. That was dangerous. A high arcing punt that's going to get caught at the 15 on a fair catch. And that is where the Aztecs will start this drive. Answering a good drive earlier with possibly 1 here is going to be the goal.
They came after that punt with 2 people. They were very, very close to blocking that punt.
Very, very close indeed. 7 plays, 74 yards was their last drive. They need to go 85 here to get themselves in position to take the lead. Tight set I formation. You got to think this ball's probably going to Ezekiel Love. And it is. Working through the middle, and you'll get a couple of yards forward. Nothing more than that. It'll be a 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's Phoenix Jones.
Phoenix Jones with a decent day so far. Nothing banner-worthy. Does have a touchdown in this game. But he's been pretty decent. 54 yards on 8 attempts. That's a pretty good average as well.
Again, do it again.
You'd love it. You would love it for sure. Tight offensive set again. In the I formation, same formation. This will be a chance again for Phoenix Jones. He's going to work his way forward. Another 7 yards. Make it 3rd and short.
This is very 3rd and manageable here.
Yes, it is. The entire playbook is open to the Mexico City coaching staff. See what they can do to get this downfield.
I would just keep giving it to Jones here.
Yeah, until they prove they can stop him, I agree.
That's what we're going to do.
Another offensive set. Another handoff to Phoenix Jones, and he's got the first down. Exactly what we were thinking they were going to do is exactly what they did, and Portland not able to stop it regardless. And it
the
is.
Portland defenders were all lined up on that one side to stop it, and he just kept pounding through them.
And nice work by the offensive line for Mexico City to be able to open that hole. Wasn't much of a hole, but it was just enough to get the first. Another tight offensive set, 2 in the backfield this time. This one is through the middle. Nice burst of speed. I believe that's Ray Bentley on that side of the formation. Nope, it is Phoenix Jones who gets a few more yards, 6 of them to be exact. It's 2nd and 4.
Still waiting for Phoenix Jones to break one. He's getting closer and closer.
He breaks one here. This could hurt. 177 yards through the air for Matt Wilson. I formation, still a tight set. Receivers aren't really spread out very much, but Wilson sees something on the line. Calling it out, maybe changing the play a little bit. Handoff again for Phoenix Jones, and this one goes absolutely nowhere. In fact, he'll lose a couple. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up here as it's Derwin Nuevo comes up to make the stop.
Yep. They didn't have Derwin fooled there at all. He came up and just made a big hit.
2 to the right, 1 to the left for Wilson. Play action. Wilson to throw. Deep right side. That one's tipped in. Incomplete. That one hit a pair of hands. Hit Chris Stack on the helmet. He also touched it on the hands. And either way, it hit the ground harmlessly. Punt upcoming for Mexico City. And that's a big stop for Portland, trying to keep Mexico City from taking the lead.
Yeah, Leo Morris actually had this chance twice. He couldn't come down with it.
Good start either way, or a good play either way defensively to at least knock it down to the turf. And it gives Portland back to the football, playing a little bit of the field position battle. Should get it back with decent field position here.
I see tip drill work in their future this week.
That's a fair catch, called for at the 34-yard line to get the ball into OJ Bruin's hands. And we'll see how it goes. Visit the SFL website at simulationfl.net for links to apparel from Sector 6 and SFL mini helmets from 97 Sports Promotions. There's articles there from our content team, including Power Rankings, What We Learned, the Read Option, and Talent Factories feature series. See all the league records, team stats, player leaderboards, the rankings of the next class of SFL talent, and so much more. Simulationfl.net, your home for everything SFL. Bruin in a tough spot, throws to the left, and that one's dropped. That one, no excuse there. You got to bring that in, Ezekiel Love, and he's going to be kicking himself for that 2nd and 10.
Very uncommon for him to drop a pass that way.
Not exactly what they expected for sure. 2nd and 10 coming up. Portland moving the ball in at a decent clip in this football game. Put 20 points up on Portland, or on Mexico City in this first half. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Bruin has the football. Looking to throw it. Pressure coming. He's going to put it through the middle, and that one's tipped and incomplete. Safeties came up. Jeffrey Daggs in the area as well. Could not bring that one in. The biggest career achievement of Jeffrey Daggs is having more pick sixes than Eddie Gage. Although everybody has more pick sixes than Eddie Gage, so there's that.
Come on, Chris. Even I have more pick sixes than Eddie Gage.
Exactly. No hate on Eddie, though. Good guy. Very good guy. Terrible at pick sixes, but a good guy. 2 to the right, 2 to the left for Bruin. To the right side, that one's caught. 2 feet in bounds, but it's short of the first down marker. We've seen that a couple times tonight. Just not able to get the forward momentum going, and it'll be another punt for Portland.
Those receivers need to have more awareness of where they are in the field. They want 1 yard for the first down.
Mike Daggs was a pretty big fan of the Eddie Gage shade we were throwing a little while ago. Just wanted to point that out.
He's acting shocked in the chat, though.
Right, exactly. He's like, oh, did they really just say that? This will be returnable from Jeffrey Daggs. He's going to get it to the 31 and no further than that. But, the other thing is that Jeffrey Daggs has infinitely more kickoff returns and punt returns for touchdowns than Eddie Gage as well. So... Good stuff. 1st and 10. Mexico City looking at trying to get themselves into the lead for the first time. Ray Bentley's going to get the football, and then he gets hit like a truck. Actually, it was Phoenix Jones in the fullback spot, interestingly enough. Either way, linebacker comes up, makes the hit, and it's 2nd and 8.
Guess who it was? It was Brody Gulch once again.
He's been a plug up the middle. Yeah, he's been good up the middle for sure. One to the right, one to the left, two in the backfield. To the right, that one's caught out to the 37-yard line, and that is going to be not much more than that. But a key third down coming up here for Portland. They definitely don't want to let Mexico City keep this drive alive. They'd love to keep the field position battle in their favor, and Portland's crowd is letting them hear it, trying to will their team to a big stop here, biggest of this football game, possibly the biggest of their season, if they can do it. As the football, Wilson to throw over the middle. That one's caught and more out to the 40, 35, 30, breaking through tackles and getting all the way down to the 17-yard line. What a ball over the middle, and that is going to be Bill Henry who brings that one in. Perfectly done, and the burst of speed from that wide receiver was something to behold.
He just separated himself from the cornerbacks, and once he got loose, he was on game-saving tackle. Yep, Bob Funk again on the touchdown-saving tackle there.
Yep, Funk has been all over the place in the back, the back trenches of the defense, but the tight end makes it count and gets Mexico City into the red zone.
It was fast for a tight end.
Watch for them to go back to Henry as well. He's got the hot hand right now. Handoff through the middle. I believe that was Ray Bentley. He goes close to nowhere, gets himself a yard, no further than that, and Brody Gulch with the stop.
Yep. Brody Gulch has just been amazing up the middle today with the stop. Gary
Clem's also done a decent bit of work. Tight offensive set. Two in the backfield. Jones, your deep back. He's going to get it on the off-tackle run, and he's going to get taken down behind the line. 3rd and 12 after that is done. 71 yards on the ground for Phoenix. Jones with the 1 touchdown, and he goes backwards on this play.
I think it was number 92 defensive end Robert Brower. Yep.
Stopped by Brower. And again, Portland's crowd trying to get loud, trying to hold him to 3. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. It's Wilson in the gun by himself in a 5 wide. Has the football, backs it up, looks to throw, back of the end zone, left side. That one is in, or no, it's in. It's a touchdown. I didn't think he got that. Perfectly done. That's Bartley, Jason Bartley on the left side who brought it in, and the Aztecs have a chance to take the lead in the extra point.
Yeah, Bartley just got behind number 25 cornerback Derek Majors, and Matt Wilson just had a remarkable throw right to him.
Great seed. It looked like 25 got that and brought it back to himself. Not quite. And the catch is made for the touchdown. Cole Varner trying to give them the lead. And this is up, and it is through with no further issue. So that's very well done from the Aztecs, who finally have come all the way back and taken the lead for the first time today after being down from the onset on a Leo Morris kickoff return touchdown on the first kickoff of the game. So now Portland's in, unfortunately, a familiar position where they're down in the 4th quarter with a chance to come back. Do they have it in them to do just that? Kick is away. It'll be Leo Morris back to return it. He's 5 yards deep in the end zone, out to the 10, 15, 20, through the middle, and he'll get taken down to about the 24-yard line. And now is where O.J. Bruin gets to try to mature a little bit as an SFL quarterback and bring his team back.
Yeah, Portland has to respond either with a field goal or a touchdown here, preferably a touchdown. Let's see what they do.
Every drive from here on out is the biggest drive of this team's game so far. Not much time left in this 3rd quarter. That is a toss play to Ezekiel Love, and he will go nowhere. Very close to doing something, but a 2-yard gain says otherwise. The SFL continues spotlighting games in their own time slot. Monday, March 14th with St. Louis versus Florida. Next week's special feature, live mics all night for both teams' coaching staffs as they talk about the matchup and the game unfolding in front of them. Visit simulationfl.net for complete Monday night special schedules and details. And that'll bring us to the end of the 3rd. 21-20, the Aztecs have come back, and put your 4s up and your 86s up in chat. It's a 1-point game as we enter the final frame. Chris Curtis, Rochelle Colson with you in the broadcast booth. Cameron Irvine on the buttons. Making it look crystal clear on your YouTube screen. 2 to the right, 2 in the backfield for OJ Bruins. Will be a handoff to Ezekiel Love, trying to find a hole, but the Mexico City defense was ready for him there. Nothing doing, as it looks like it was Tritz that got there to make the stop.
Mexico City's finally figured out their Ezekiel Love there. Almost got to open their playbook up and start throwing the ball a little bit here.
3 to the left, 1 to the right. Looking to throw it. 5-step drop. Bruin to the outside. That one's caught and staying in bounds for the moment, but then getting knocked out of bounds after the first down was grabbed. Nice work there, and that'll be a new set of downs for Portland.
That was a great pass and great stop by number 44, Bob Funk.
And that's actually going to be a challenge. They're going to say, did he step out of bounds before the first down was grabbed? Hey, you ever notice how that guy in front of R62 there kind of looks like Cameron Irvine? Security
with the sunglasses.
Also, yeah, definitely the sunglasses. The sunglasses is what does it. It's 100% what does it. Gene Valentine on the catch, by the way. Looks good to me.
Looks good to me too. But you never know what R62 is going to do.
The player stepped out of bounds. The visiting team will not be charged.
And it is overturned, so Mexico City's not charged a timeout. They're actually going to get this ball taken back for the chains. It looked like he was good. It looked like there was no step out of bounds there. But indeed, they do give Mexico City the benefit of the challenge there. And 4th and inches turns into a Portland punt, and that is massive for the context of this game.
Oh my gosh. Maybe we had a bad angle on that one, Curtis. I don't know.
It's possible. It's possible the score bug may have gotten in the way of that, but either way, this will be returnable from Daggs, who tries to dance his way forward and gets to about the 37-yard line. And now Mexico City's in a spot where they can make it potentially a 2-possession game, or at least an 8-point game, and force Portland to get a touchdown and 2-point conversion.
Great field position as well.
Yeah, they have a very good field position here as they're just shy of the 40 to start this drive. Big closing moments, or closing quarter of this game. 2 in the backfield. Looking to throw is Wilson. He has a sidearm throw. That's a big catch over the middle. 30 to the 20, 10-5. It is Mike Daggs who may have just put the nail in the coffin. Touchdown, Mexico City.
Oh boy. I have no words.
That's a crazy sequence. The sidearm throw from Wilson here is the most impressive part of this, as he has to go around the entire defensive line to be able to get it to him.
I mean, they left him wide open. There was nobody even near him.
Nicely done for Mexico City, who have a chance to make it an 8-point game now.
And how do you miss that man in the middle of the field? He's huge.
Yeah, it's the whole tight end thing, and Mike will be the first to tell you. He will absolutely be the first to tell you. That's very well done. And it'll be Cole Varner who has a chance to make it an 8-point game. And Mexico City has had, well, they actually had a 20 to 14 deficit at the end of the first half. They've come up now with 14 unanswered points to make it a 28-20 advantage in favor of them. And Portland has yet to score in the second half.
Portland's have to get more of their passing game instead of their run game here if they're going to keep themselves in this ball game.
Mike Daggs in chat, by the way, did Rochelle just call me fat?
No. They said you were a huge target. How can you not be missed in the middle of the field?
just give it you a hard time, Rochelle. No worries. This will be returnable by Leo Morris, just 2 yards into the field of play here.
In all fairness, Curtis, my first game in the SFL was for Carolina, and I was a free safety. And when Mike says, that free safety's huge, I actually dropped my weight the next season.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it's a little bit of payback. I understand. Okay. So, Mike, take that. 28-20. Portland trying to get themselves back in this football game. They could use a touchdown. They could use one soon to try to do it. As the football. Bruin right side, deep. That one's incomplete, very close to the 45-yard line is where that ball was aimed. Israel Adams, you're in target, and it will hit the ground harmlessly.
Mr. Million-minute Bill with the pass deflection there.
He says, I don't remember that, but it sounds legit.
I remember it. I was like, oh, I started calling myself a fat safety after that.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Dags, this is your fault. Definitely your fault. We'll talk about it on Wednesday. One to the left, one to the right. It's Ezekiel Love in the backfield. 7 in the box defensively for Mexico City. Bruin on the play action. He's going to put it right side and shallow. Nothing doing there. Gene Valentine, or I'm sorry, that's Benjamin Warner, your intended target. Couldn't bring it in. Kinsley on the stop as he was in the area.
I see heard footsteps there.
That very well could have been. 3rd and 10 on the horizon here. Portland needs to move something in the offensive end. Get something going. They got to get it to the 30, nope, to the 36 for a first down. Bunch right, one to the left as well. We're going to throw it deep, left side, needs it. No, incomplete. That'll get knocked out of the air. Very close, but not good enough. It's Brody on the stop defensively, and another 4th down coming for Portland. They can ill afford that, but a punt upcoming.
That was 2 dangerous passes back to back. I almost ended up in interceptions. Bruin's got to settle in.
So watch out for Jeffrey Daggs here. This is prime Daggs territory. His return in the season 15 quarterfinal against Baltimore was in fact a punt return. We know what he can do with the football in his hands. Returnable from 38, breaks through 1, and gets taken down at the 45, so he'll get himself 7 yards on the return. APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music's the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com.
To the starting field position. Ooh.
Yep, another one. Another great job of field position for them. They hit Daggs earlier. This one's going to be over the top. A diving play, but it's intercepted. Portland gets the interception. It's Bob Funk who comes up with it. His 2nd interception of the day.
Bob Funk was not pulled there at all.
I think this is just a straight overthrow, though.
Just sat in his own, wait for the ball to come to him.
Yep. Exactly. Nothing happening there. Just a side note about APM Music. Did you know that you can go to apmmusic.com and listen to the SFL's soundtrack on that website completely for free? Something to check out.
I'll check it out later on tonight.
Yeah, there you go. It's a little bit of motivational music sometimes. Under center. Bruin play action. Moves up in the pocket. He's going to get taken down. He ends up walking right into the sack. And he's going to lose himself some yards because of it. 2nd and 18 as he loses 8 yards.
Not sure who actually got the sack there. Was it number 99?
Mike Daggs throwing some shade at his son Jeffrey and said, why don't his 44 get the interception? That's going to be caught right side. That one is going to be Israel Adams, who brings that one in, but not for very much. A 5-yard completion makes it 3rd and 13.
Well, Bruin was hit on the play there. I'm surprised he even got the pass off.
All right, 3rd and 13. Another 3rd and long here for Portland. They need it. They got to get it to the midfield stripe for a first down. A little bit beyond that, actually. 2 in the backfield.
I don't think they're in 4-down territory yet, but
not quite. They're close though. That one's not going to matter though, as that one's going to hit the ground. Benjamin Warner, your target. And he got hit as the ball got to him, knocks it free. It is 4th down again, and the Fleet will likely punt this away at least one last time.
With Ben Sharps and the big hit there on the receiver. A strong safety.
Good start for him. A good play for him, and this will be a chance for Mexico City to put the nail in the coffin. Couldn't quite do it on the last drive. This kick is up and away with a fair catch called for by Daggs at the 29. I'm pretty sure he didn't know what the fair catch was. before that particular play. But either way, he gets it done. 1st and 10 for Mexico City at the 39-yard line.
First and 10.
All right. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. A few minutes left in this 4th quarter of play. Play action. Wilson. Left side. That one should have been brought back the other way on an interception, but it goes for not 2nd and 10.
That was Gary Clem with the pass deflection, but it should have been a pick.
Yeah, definitely. And you ask him, and he says the same thing, guaranteed.
I don't know
2nd and
why
10.
Mexico City's throwing the ball here. They have the lead. I would just keep seeing Phoenix Jones up the middle, but
Yeah, you haven't seen a steady diet of him since the 3rd quarter.
you
been
know,
all
throw
Wilson.
again.
Looking like it. Over the top, right side though. The ball's a fumble, and it's picked up by Portland. He's going to go out of bounds. I don't think this is going to stick. I don't think he had possession of this ball. We'll see if there was a football move. Phoenix Jones was the ball the ball catcher here. Or no, not. It was not him. It was oh, was that a football move?
Mike Dags.
They took it out of Mike Dagg's hand. Okay. Yeah, definitely a challenge. You could have seen that coming from a mile away. Now we get to take a look at the other Cameron Irvine lookalike, the security guard in jeans there, and R62.
The security guard.
Look at him. He's got the backwards cap and everything. No sunglasses for him, though. Cameron's going to yell at me when we get done here. And, oh, is that a football move is the question. Does he bring that into his body?
I don't think he even caught it. I don't think he even caught the ball.
Did he have possession? That's a very good call.
After review, the receiver did have possession. It is
What?
therefore ruled a fumble.
Yeah, so no fumble. That's exactly what I thought it was going to be. He didn't have possession of the football, so it's an incomplete pass instead of a catch and fumble. So Mexico City will keep the ball, which I think is the right call. There was just not enough time that it had elapsed from the time he touched the football to the time they call the fumble there. Now it's 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Wilson's in the gun by himself, looking to air it out once more.
The Portland faithful is not happy.
No, they are not. Wilson, left side. That one's caught down the left sideline to the 47-yard line, and a perfect ball to Jason Bartley. They're inside Portland territory, and another first down.
Just a story of Matt Wilson using all his receivers, all his tight ends, all his offensive weapons over and over again. Great catch there.
Great job for Matt Wilson spreading the ball around as well. Bartley's been your main target, but Mike Daggs has been there as well.
I'm still surprised they're throwing the ball with the lead.
This looks like it might be a run, though. Tight set in front of him. Phoenix Jones through the middle. Had some work to do when he puts the shoulder into the defender there. What a hit that was. And it is going to be a first down again as Jones moves forward. Boom.
Phoenix Jones just found a big, huge hole right up the middle there.
See if we can put a name to that unfortunate soul who got absolutely dropped. It was Gary Clem, that's right, 41, who got absolutely dropped by the shoulder of Phoenix Jones. Looking like another run here, as all things should be with a lead in the 4th quarter. It will be. Phoenix Jones runs forward, puts the shoulder forward twice, finds no targets, but he does find himself 8 yards and a 3rd and 2 coming up. Or 2nd and 2 coming up.
If I was Mexico City here, I would just keep pounding the rock. They can't stop him. He's getting 6, 7, 8 yards a run. Burn the clock, keep running Jones.
Yep, that's exactly right. Neil Morris back there trying to find something. He's had a whale of a day. I'm sorry, Bob Funk has had a whale of a day with 2 interceptions. This will be through the middle. This time, Phoenix Jones is stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there. Make it a 3rd and 3 coming up.
Bernard Patterson had that one read all the way. He was right there. Made a huge stop, Phoenix Jones.
Here's Matt Wilson on a 3rd down. This is Portland's bread and butter. They need a stop in the worst way. But either way, they have Cole Varner waiting in the wings. Handoff. And Phoenix Jones brought down at the 33-yard line. 32 is where they'll mark him. It's 4th and 5. And this will be a 49-yard attempt. And Cole Varner may be able to put this game potentially Not totally, but potentially out of reach.
And Gary Clem came in with a big hit behind the line of scrimmage there.
We'll see how big it becomes. Cole Varner has a missed field goal tonight. He missed from 52 earlier. He's at the left hash for this 49-yarder.
I'll be surprised if he misses this one.
Hold good. Kick up and on the way. It is up, and it is good. That is a 49-yard field goal from Cole Varner, making it a 31-20 lead, and Portland down 2 scores.
Let's see what Portland does here. They gotta score quickly. They still have plenty of time, though. 6 minutes in the game.
They do. They have some time. They just have to score quickly. If they can.
Get away from the run game. Let's go to more of the passing game here, I think.
And this is Morris 2 yards deep in the end zone. Brings it out. Tries to spin or gets knocked around at about the 20-yard line and gets it to the 23 and no further than that. So the Fleet have a chance here, but they cannot waste time at this point. And Mexico City's defense looking to make a stop and feed the ball more to Phoenix Jones.
You got 78 yards to go here, so
See what they can do. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Love is in the backfield. Looking to throw it right side. That one's caught out to the 30-yard line to the 31. And a 2nd and 2 coming up here as Israel Adams will bring that one in.
Receiver got out of bounds, stop the clock. Good first play.
Smart play there. Under center. 2 in the backfield. And off. Ezekiel Love cannot go anywhere. Not sure why they're running it at this point. Maybe just trying to keep the defense honest as Tritz comes up to make the stop. And now Mexico City in a prime position to get a huge stop here to stop Portland in their tracks.
This is taken away.
Portland needs it. Looking to throw. Right side. That one's caught. It is a chance and a first down for Ezekiel Love. 2 spins will get him to the 37-yard line. Perfectly done. And it is a first down and 10 for the Fleet.
That's a good mix of plays on that drive.
Nice balance, but they're not done yet. Still plenty of time in this football game, but they got to get a score. These 5-10-yard plays really aren't working for them. They got to move the ball downfield. They don't really have the time to have a long, methodical drive. Play action for Bruin. Bruin, right side. That one is caught. Ducks under a tackle, and the 2-hand touch will at least put him down. They start running a no huddle after a 6-yard completion.
They have other plays in this formation.
They're going to try to find me. This will be another play action. Looking to throw, this time to the left. That one's caught. Has some room to the outside of the 40 to the 36. To go. They're going to not mark him out at the 31-yard line, it looks like. 1st and 10 either way. They're in field goal range. So at least they can get that. Nelson Lozano Jr., his first catch of this football game.
He was pretty much by himself on the sideline there, and luckily he went out of bounds and stopped the clock. Clock is not Portland's friend right now.
Bruin 16 for 25 in this football game unofficially. 158 through the air. Completion percentage of about 65%. Not ideal, but it still may be enough if they can get a score on this drive and then one more.
He hasn't thrown any interceptions today, which is a good thing for him.
Right. Over the middle. They need it. That one's caught. Oh, the ball's on the ground, though. That one's definitely a football move, and Mexico City has picked up the football to give them possession at their own 10-yard line.
And look who it was. It was Jeffrey Daggs with the fumble recovery.
Oh, man, and you know that that Jeffrey Daggs is running right now all the way around his house, and Mike Daggs is telling him not to run. It's great, and that's perfect.
Wow.
Wow.
So close.
Yep. Definitely a football move. I don't think there's any doubt about that. They may challenge it just to see if they can get something done here, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. And Mexico City has taken over possession at their own 10-yard line, and you think you're probably going to see a steady diet of the two-headed monster back there, Ray Bentley and Phoenix Jones.
I was coaching, that's what I would do, but you never know.
It is Ray Bentley on the first run, and he is not going to get very far. 2nd and 8. Mike, I'm glad to help. Thanks for mentioning it. He says, well, he wasn't running, but now he is, thanks to Curtis. That's exactly what I'm here for. Thank you, sir.
Some more sugar.
Right.
Give me some more Twinkies, Mike.
We know all about the Twinkies in the SFL, don't we? Tight offensive set for Mexico City. I'm going to take some time off the clock, and another one that goes nowhere. Portland at least putting the stops to Phoenix Jones and Ray Bentley in this case. 3rd and long coming up.
You need to get some yardage on this, or they'd be putting from their own end zone, which is always dangerous. You think he could actually throw the ball here? I don't know.
Skippy in chat saying, Curtis causing trouble in every household. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's a normal Sunday for me. 3 to the left, 1 to the right.
We are going to throw it.
Yeah, they're going to try.
Dangerous.
They could use a first down here, so they're going to give it a shot. Wilson to throw it. He's in the pocket. Oh, he got it away, but he got hit as he got it away. Forward moving arm is going to cause an incomplete pass. 4th down, and at least Portland will have a shot with a short field to get some points on the board.
Like I said, it's always dangerous that close to your own end zone.
Let's see where we end up.
Great run defense there by Portland, though.
The goal of this punt should be get it to midfield, maybe a little bit further. And hopefully the coverage team can get down and stop it before Portland can move too far ahead. That's the goal.
Ooh, bad punt.
Yep, not a great punt. Gets it down to the 38-yard line. Returnable from Morris down to the 30. And that is where the Portland Fleet will begin this drive. Still 2 minutes, 46 seconds left. This game
That was a gift, Curtis. That was a gift.
It absolutely was. You want to get that ball over midfield from that position if you can. It's a tough punt, especially in the shadow of your own end zone.
They're starting off in field goal range.
Yeah, they need a touchdown right now. Take full advantage of this. Looking to throw it. Left side. That one's caught. And that will get it to the 23-yard line. 23. It'll be 2nd and 3. And he gets out of bounds, does Gene Valentine.
Great job by Valentine. Knowing where he is on the field, getting out of bounds, stopping the clock. Clock's not their friend right now.
Gotta get something going. Still an 11-point game. If they get a touchdown here, they will automatically go for 2. If they get the 2-point conversion, it'll make it a 3-point game. If they don't, it'll make it a 5-point game, and they'll need a touchdown. So going for 2 literally makes total sense. Looking to throw. Bruin. Plenty of time in the pocket until it abruptly ends, and he is dropped to the ground like a sack of potatoes. Now Portland's in a real tough spot. 3rd and long. This could be the biggest 3rd down of the game. Need to get it away. They do. Tipped and incomplete. Now it's 4th down, and they're in 4-down territory.
That was Dexter Jackson.
Yep. On the defensive pass deflect. So now, 4th down. Offense clearly stays out on the field. They have to work something out.
They're going for a field goal? What?
Okay. They're going to make it an 8-point game, which means they're going to force themselves to need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So expect an onside kick after this. Either way, it's not going to be a bread and butter field goal either. You're looking at a 46-yarder. Kick is up, and on the way, it is up, and it is no good. JT Waters cannot believe it, but he is not able to put this one through. It is wide right, and the Portland faithful are up in arms after he's been able to hit from just about everywhere tonight.
I am, shocked. I thought those were give me field goals.
Well, not ideal. And now Mexico City can run out the clock for the most part. All 3 timeouts for Portland, so they'll start likely using those after the 2-minute warning. But this time, though, a Phoenix Jones run is decapitated at the line of scrimmage.
And if I see anything besides Phoenix Jones running here, I'll be absolutely surprised.
Yeah, Phoenix Jones and Ray Bentley, a steady diet of those two is probably all we should see. And that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. So 2 more minutes, 120 seconds left of gameplay in Portland as Mexico City has come up with a 31-20 advantage, and they're trying to seal it away. Dags, one of the unsung heroes of this game, has himself a touchdown and has himself a couple of real nice catches for long yardage. Chance for
There we go.
to work through the middle when he will not quite get the first down. 3rd and 2, and Portland calls the first of their 3 timeouts.
Nice run by Jones there. It's very 3rd and manageable here. If I was Portland, I'd just stack the box looking for the Jones run up the middle again.
Yep. Yeah, 1 first down ends this game. Mexico City very close to getting just that. 2 in the backfield. That's exactly what they're doing, stacking the box. Trying to find it. It'll be a run up the middle and no go. That, I believe, was Ray Bentley on the 3rd down attempt. Not going to happen. Portland does call their timeout, and they have 1 left. But now 4th down coming. 1 more punt for Mexico City, and it will create a very long field and 11 points to make up in a very short amount of time for the Fleet.
Less than 2 minutes on the clock. We have to score really fast here.
Punt upcoming, going to try to pin the Fleet back as far as possible. How about to the 20? Working out of the 20 to the 26-yard line is Leo Morris. He'll be taken down there. And 1st and 10. And now we should see a steady diet of down-the-field action from O.J. Bruin. And he's got to try to work this down the field as quickly as possible to get something in the end zone.
Love's still in the game, though.
He is indeed, at least for now. He's probably going to be more blocking than anything. Looking to throw it. Deep over the middle of the field. That one is caught. At midfield, it's Gene Valentine again. He's had a great number of catches in this game, but a positive force just about all the way through. And he has himself a 1st and 10 for the Fleet as they move it down the field. Clock continues to go.
What a rocket by O.J. Bruin. Great to his receiver.
Couple more of those, if at all possible. Israel Adams, definitely a thought process going to him. Gene Valentine, you got to look his direction as well. Nelson Lozano Jr. has a catch. He's typically been an impact player for the Fleet. That's over the middle. That one is caught and down inside the 40 to the 36-yard line. Split backs. Throwing again over the top. Needs it. That one's picked off, and you saw it coming. Great read on the route. The post route was read like a book, and that is going to likely end this game. It's Jeffrey Daggs again.
Now he's running around his house, Curtis. You have to see that.
Yep. Oh, yeah. He's got a fumble recovery and an interception in this game. Cue the running.
He's promoted again. Mike Daggs.
He's off and running again. Yep. Exactly. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that. Victory formation for Mexico City. They are going to, in fact, move to 4-3 after this win. Portland unable to break the winless streak so far in this season, and that's unfortunate. But they will do what they can to get back going. Portland awaits Lone Star in 1 week's time, and on the next edition of Where is Mexico City Now, they're going to travel even further north and take on I take that back. Vancouver is going to travel south and take on Mexico City at Estadio Azteca in 1 week's time. That's where these two teams are headed and where their seasons will take them. As Matt Wilson finds his knees for the knee down. Few seconds left in this one. No timeouts left for Portland. So the clock should just be able to run and get us to the end.
I think we'll have one more kneel down.
Third and 13 from 20 yards.
One more kneel down indeed. So Portland still searching for their first win, but I don't think it's far away. They've had plenty of defeats that have been inside of 1 or 2 possessions.
I mean, the 38-30 loss against Vancouver wasn't.
Exactly. Exactly. That was a pretty tight game as well. Aztecs do win though, 31-20 over Portland. And Ms. Colston, let's talk about it. Give me your post-game thoughts. One ends up being a comeback win for the Aztecs.
I think the Aztecs did a great job of balanced offense, giving the ball to all their receivers and tight ends and running backs. And I think Portland still is a little one-dimensional with their run game.
That's a fair assessment. I think Ezekiel Love handled the majority of the workload on offense. O.J. Bruin really wasn't unleashed until when they were down, which is a bit of a problem. They need to get him going with longer plays, I think, sooner.
Positive note, O.J. Bruin didn't have any interceptions tonight, which is different from last week. We had 3, so
yeah, that's
he's getting
fair.
better.
And 2 interceptions for Matt Wilson. He had 3 a week ago, so improvement on that side as well. But really, a nice job by Mexico City not panicking. They went down early in this game. They as soon as they went down early, you'd think, oh, well, here we go again. And then all of a sudden, not even all of a sudden, it took a while for them to just stay in it. And then the second half rolled around, and finally were able to break the seal and get over the hump.
I think Matt Wilson finally settled in and just took control of the game.
Not a problem there. You see Mike Dangs, he took it to the house for a long touchdown as well in this game, but a lot of fun for everybody. It was a very competitive game, and a nice job by you in your debut in the SFL, as you see there, Bob Funk bringing in the first of his 2 interceptions.
Bob Funk had a night.
As did
So did Jeffrey Daggs.
Yep. As did Jeffrey Daggs as well. He's still doing laps around his house right now. And and Bob Funk, though, 2 interceptions. Leo Morris with a kickoff return for a touchdown. That was off the first play of the game. Now we give you the unenviable task of picking your player of the game and see if it matches up with the system.
I'd have to either go with Phoenix Jones or Matt Wilson.
Matt Wilson's a good thought. I actually thought it was Jason Bartlett who was the player of the game. I'd like to see if that becomes a thing, but we'll see. As we get to the end, we'll see if that is indeed the case. And it is indeed Matt Wilson. Good call. 3 touchdowns on the day, 2 interceptions, but a 112 QB rating gets his team to their 4th win of the season. For Rochelle Colston, Cameron Irvine, and our statisticians back in the truck at SFL HQ, I am Chris Curtis saying goodbye and good night from the shipyard in Portland, Oregon. We will see you for more as we get to the later stages of our Sunday slate. Keep it here on Twitch and on YouTube for the Simulation Football League. Have a good night, everybody.